Good afternoon, everybody. It is a beautiful Thursday afternoon here in March, and I'm bringing myself to you today to give you some love and attention and sending you some earthing grounds, some grounding practice here today, just for a few minutes. A lot of what's been going on has caused people some upheaval in their energies. The sense of fear and panic is rampant, and the ability to keep yourself grounded and balanced and have the ability to come back to that space whenever you start to come out of it with news or anything that comes to you these days that causes you to feel out of sync, out of balance, or otherwise just a reason to hide. So I invite you to join me today just for a few minutes, if you will, to sit comfortably on a chair. You can sit back on your couch or your lazy boy or even the kitchen chair, but just make sure wherever you are that your feet are firmly on the ground with the fullness of your foot in shoes or bare feet, if it's nice enough to have them, and then placing your hands on your thighs. And if you're seated back, go ahead and allow your spine to soften into the chair. If you're like me, seated more upright, just let yourself be comfortably upright, sitting with your spine directly above your pelvis. And then just let that head of yours rest comfortably on your shoulders. I'm going to ask you to go ahead and close your eyes and just follow the sound of my voice as we take a few minutes to feel into the rest of our body and the connection that it has with the earth. And with the earth, all those who are also feeling very similar to yourself. So with a nice deep breath, go ahead and soften your gaze or close your eyes. If it's not comfortable for you to sit with your eyes closed, just keep a nice soft gaze at something in the distance. Nothing that's distracting, so if you're in front of the TV or a screen, turn yourself away, stare out the window, or at a soft picture on your wall. So if those eyes are closed, soften through the eye sockets. And that sounds kind of goofy, but just go ahead and let your face relax through the jaw, that space between the eyebrows, into the jawline itself, and down the front of the throat. And as we let that softness come from the top of our head through our face, it starts to melt over us and into the shoulders. Taking a big deep breath, feel that breath go into the center of your chest. And as you exhale, allow those shoulders to soften a little bit more. Another deep breath on your own time and at your own pace allows your fingers to rest comfortably on your thighs, feeling the warmth of your own skin, the softness of each finger resting on the legs. Nice big breath in, feel that belly button rise forward away from the spine. And as you exhale, let yourself soften back towards the spine. If you're resting against the chair, allow that spine to soften completely into the support. Another breath in, allow your hips to rest comfortably on your seated surface. If you're in a big cushy chair, just allow yourself to be held, to be comforted by that softness. Feel yourself balance that spine right on top of those hips, no matter how you're seated. Keeping that connection between the upper and the lower body. Taking a deep breath in, feel the strength in those legs, and then let them soften, being supported by your seated surface. From the hips to the knees, and down into those feet, which are gently placed upon the earth. And then with the breath in, spread those toes, just like you would spread your fingers. And then gently let each toe rest back into your shoe or onto the floor. With a gentle breath in, feel your whole body from your feet to your hips, to your shoulders, through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, let that sensation go from the crown of your head to your shoulders, to your hips, down to your feet, resting on the floor, connecting to the earth. We'll take 5 deep breaths together, and each successive breath we'll think, imagine, picture, or image in our minds that connection into the earth. As a visual person, I always think of tree roots, reaching down into the center of the earth, through ground and rock, down to that fiery center which connects us all. So soften those gazes a little bit more, ease those shoulders back down away from those ears, And in 5 breaths, allow that image to grow in your mind of those deep roots down into the earth, keeping us firmly connected to what maintains our balance, maintains our composure, keeps our heart and our head level, and connects us all. Breath in, feel your heart rise. Exhale, feel those feet press just lightly against the shoes or the floor. Breath in, feel your heart rise. Exhale, soften into your seat. Feel heavy to the legs and feel those roots grow deeper. Breath in, feel your heart continue to rise. And as you exhale slowly and gently, imagine those roots creeping through the ground, the rock, finding ever more rooting. Breath in, that heart bursts wide open. And deep down we go with that exhale, further into the earth's core. Let this last and 5th breath go deep and wide and round into your full body, and just hold it for a moment. And as you exhale, let it be even slower as those last few tendrils of your roots reach down into the fiery depths of this very earth, along with everyone else who's listening right now. Remain connected into that depth as you take a few more breaths on your own. Don't open your eyes until you feel like it. Smile to yourself and remind yourself that we will get through this together, whatever the challenge is today. A big breath in, and as you wish to, feel free to flutter those eyes open if you want to. And as you exhale, keep those roots firmly on the ground. I thank you for joining me today for this short grounding practice, and I hope it finds you healthy and well and staying inside as we wish all of us to be healthy and well in the long term. Lots of love from here and all around the world. Have a great day. Namaste.